Hi, this is Eric Theringer with Eli Benefits. We work with Recordati to implement and manage your benefits throughout the year. The purpose of this presentation is to share important information about your benefit plans and the open enrollment process. Now is the time to make your benefit elections for the year. Elections made during open enrollment become effective February 1st, 2019. Recordati strives to offer you and your family a comprehensive and valuable benefits program. So we encourage you to take the time to educate yourself about your options and choose the best coverage for you and your family. Enrolling or making changes is easy. One form is all you need for medical, health reimbursement, dental, vision, life, disability, and flexible spending accounts. Complete the form and return it to Ralph Fader. Open enrollment runs through January 23rd. Your elections during open enrollment will be effective February 1st, 2019, and will stay in place until January 31st, 2020. If you want to defer money into a flexible spending account, you must return an enrollment form to Ralph. Flexible spending account elections cannot be rolled over. If you are not making changes and you are not enrolling in the flexible spending account, you do not need to return a form. If you don't return a form to Ralph by January 23rd, your 2018 elections will roll over into the 2019 plan year. For new employees, your benefits are effective on your date of hire. So please return a form to Ralph as soon as possible. The sooner you get enrolled, the sooner you have an ID card and can begin accessing the benefits. If you don't return your enrollment form within 30 days of your date of hire, you will be waived out of any benefits which require you to pay a portion of the premium. Elections you make now cannot be changed until the next open enrollment, unless you have a qualifying life event as defined by the IRS. Qualifying life events include marriage, divorce, birth or adoption of a child, along with the others listed here. So please choose wisely. What's new for 2019? We are staying with Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey for our medical insurance, but they required us to modify the benefits a little bit. So we increased your HRA benefit to compensate. There will be no financial impact on you as a result. For singles, your HRA account increased from $6,500 to $6,650. For families, your HRA account increased from $13,000 to $13,300. The HRA continues to cover your entire in-network out-of-pocket liability, so you have 100% coverage for in-network expenses. Our medical cost increased 6.8%, and our dental cost increased 5%. So we're going to share that increase with you. Your medical contribution will increase 6.8%, and your dental contribution will increase 5%. We added another benefit this year, short-term disability. And last, we are changing the HRA and Flexible Spending Account Claims Administrator from PrimePay to Infinisource. Everything else stays the same. So for new hires, let's take a minute to discuss how our medical benefits work. We have medical insurance with Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. Then we wrap a health reimbursement arrangement, or HRA, over the top. Expenses Horizon says are your responsibility due to copays, deductibles, and coinsurance get paid by our HRA, or health reimbursement arrangement. And our HRA limit is set high enough that if you use in-network providers, the HRA will cover the maximum out of pocket. So if you use in-network providers, when you combine Horizon with the HRA, you get 100% coverage. Yes, there is an extra step, but in return, we can provide the best protection out there. So how does our health reimbursement account work? Recordati funds an account designed to reimburse you for out-of-pocket expenses associated with your medical plan. The HRA reimburses any eligible medical or prescription expense that's applied to a deductible, copay, or coinsurance. And they do so up to $6,650 for singles and up to $13,300 for families. You can use your Infinisource debit card to pay for office copays and prescriptions at the time of service, and you don't need to do anything else. However, if you use your debit card to pay a provider invoice, you must substantiate the charge. In other words, you must prove that the charge was a legitimate medical expense and not a day at the spa. Substantiation means providing the explanation of benefits from Horizon that matches your charge to the penny. If you don't substantiate, or if the explanation of benefits doesn't match, your debit card may be turned off until you pay the money back. So if you are using your debit card to pay a provider invoice, be sure the provider billed you the same amount your Horizon explanation says you owe. If they don't match, get the invoice fixed before you pay with your debit card. If having to be this precise concerns you, there is another option. Pay your provider invoices using your credit card and get reimbursed by filing an HRA claim online. If you file your HRA claim at the same time you pay the provider, you will have money in time to pay your credit card bill. Plus, you get the points or rewards from your credit card company, and you never have to worry about your HRA card getting turned off. To track your debit card charges and file claims, set up your account at infinisource.com. With the change to Infinisource on February 1st, there are a few things to remember. Any claim with a date of service before February 1st, 2019 goes to PrimePay. They know your 2018 balances and will pay claims against those account values. You have 180 days until July 31st to get any remaining claims paid. After July 31st, 2019, any claim with a date of service before February 1st, 2019 is no longer eligible for payment. So please don't delay. Get your claims to PrimePay as soon as possible. Any date of service, February 1st, 2019 or later, goes to the new administrator, Infinisource. With Infinisource, we did make two small changes to the plan. First, your HRA balance will reset on January 1st each year instead of February 1st as it does now. We made the change because we don't want someone using all their HRA money during 2019 and having nothing left for January 2020 when Horizon resets your deductible. In addition, we extended the runout period to 365 days from the current 180. It is rare, but sometimes claim appeals drag on for months. And if that happens, you now have a full year to get claims submitted to the HRA. Last, new debit cards from Infinisource are in the mail to your homes. Begin using them on February 1st, but remember, only for dates of service after February 1st. Anything prior goes to PrimePay. And if you enroll in the FSA during open enrollment at this time, your election for FSA will be added to your HRA card. So let's look at the medical insurance piece by piece, starting with preventive care. Preventive care is defined by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. It includes annual physical exams, OBGYN exams, immunizations, and age-appropriate colonoscopies and mammograms. Preventive care is covered 100%. There is no deductible and there is no copay. But be aware, providers continue to code these services as items other than preventive care. So if you find a service was billed incorrectly, ask your doctor to resubmit the bill to Horizon as preventive care. With the exception of preventive care, all in-network services are subject to a $1,500 single or $3,000 family deductible. Don't panic here, you heard me correctly. But remember, the HRA will pay all of the deductible and then some, so bear with me. And once you meet the deductible, you pay a $30 copay for primary care, a $50 copay for specialists, or a $75 copay for urgent care facilities. A visit to the emergency room requires a $100 copay, plus you pay 30% of the outstanding balance after Horizon pays its 70%. Surgeries and hospitalizations are shared, with Horizon paying 70% and you paying 30%. But here's the great news. After you meet your maximum amount of pocket for the year, Horizon pays 100% of the remaining eligible charges. And since your health reimbursement account provides enough money to cover the entire maximum amount of pocket, you have 100% coverage between the two. To find Horizon in-network providers and track your claim history, set up your personal Horizon account at horizonblue.com. So how will this work when I need care? Your Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield ID card will list your copays. $30 for primary, $50 for specialists, $75 for urgent care, and $100 for the emergency room. When you visit a primary care, specialty care, urgent care, or emergency room, use your HRA debit card at the time of service to pay the copay on your ID card. Your provider will submit a claim to Horizon and then bill you for any additional amounts that may have been applied to your deductible. You can pay those bills with your credit card and file a claim, or pay your provider with your HRA debit card and substantiate the charge with an explanation of benefits. Remember, verify the provider's invoice agrees with the Horizon explanation of benefits before using your debit card. If you use your debit card and pay your provider more than the explanation of benefits says you owe, your card will be turned off until you repay Recordati. For hospitalizations, surgery, x-ray lab, etc., you'll pay nothing at the time of service, and your provider will bill you after Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield adjudicates the claim. The same options apply: credit card and file a claim, or debit card and substantiate the charge. You still have the ability to use Horizon Care Online. Horizon Care Online is convenient care from your desk at work or your couch at home for common ailments like cold, flu, cough, congestion, allergies, or pink eye. You schedule a phone or internet consultation with a licensed physician in your state who can diagnose, refer, or prescribe medicine. It's not only convenient, it is lower cost. Horizon Care Online has a $15 copay instead of $30 for an office visit, which will make your HRA last longer. To use Horizon Care Online, visit horizoncareonline.com. No appointments are needed. Simply select a physician and connect. And like a provider office copay, you can pay your Horizon Care Online copay with your HRA debit card. Your Horizon program also allows you to use out-of-network providers. The deductible you pay is higher, $3,000 for single and $6,000 for family. The coinsurance is lower. Horizon pays 60% coinsurance, and you pay 40% of the bill. But keep in mind, Horizon's 60% is based on their usual and customary fee, which is frequently far less than the out-of-network providers will accept, potentially leaving you with a large balance bill. Plus, the maximum out-of-pocket is higher. So while you can use your health reimbursement account money, it only covers usual and customary fees, and it does not cover the maximum out-of-pocket like it does when you use in-network providers. So two things to consider. The only chance for you to accumulate substantial expenses is by using out-of-network providers. Please use in-network providers whenever possible, and do not use your debit card to pay out-of-network providers, because it is extremely difficult to substantiate the charges when provider invoices don't align with Horizon's explanation of benefits. And these challenges can cause you to lose your debit card privileges and may require you to pay back the charge. The final part of your medical program is prescriptions. All prescriptions are subject to the in-network deductible of $1,500 for singles or $3,000 for families. Once your deductible is met, Horizon pays 60% coinsurance, and you pay the remaining 40%. Like medical, your HRA account will pay these expenses for you. Simply pay the pharmacist using your HRA debit card. No substantiation is needed. Your contributions per pay period will be 6.8% higher. But Recordati is still paying up an incredible 96% of the cost, while your 4% contribution is made on a pre-tax basis, providing an even lower net cost to you. For 2019, your semi-monthly contribution is $14.33 for employee-only coverage. For employee and spouse, $26.68. For employee with children, $25.10. And for an employee covering their spouse and children, $57.35. Your dental benefits with MetLife are unchanged. Whether you use in-network or out-of-network providers, you have a $50 per person deductible, capped at $150 per family. That applies to basic and major services. Preventive services like periodic checkups, cleanings, and x-rays are covered at 100% with no deductible. However, benefits are definitely better with in-network providers for basic services like fillings, periodontia, and endodontia, which are covered at 100% in-network versus 80% out-of-network. And for major services like crowns, caps, and bridges, which are covered at 60% in-network versus 50% out-network. There is an annual benefit maximum payable by MetLife of $2,000 per person for preventive, basic, and major services combined. Finally, for children age 19, the MetLife dental plan will pay 50% of orthodontia, up to $2,000 per child per lifetime. To find a MetLife in-network dentist or track your claim history, set up your personal MetLife account at metlife.com. Like medical, your dental contributions per pay period are up slightly in 2019. They are up 5%, but they are still made on a pre-tax basis, providing an even lower net out-of-pocket cost to you. For 2019, your semi-monthly contribution is $7.25 for employee only. For employee and spouse, $14.48 semi-monthly. For employee with children coverage, $17.70. And if you're covering a full family, employee, spouse, and children, $23.72 semi-monthly. Your vision benefits with iMed are unchanged as well. You can receive care from in-network or out-network providers. While the frequency with which you can receive benefits is no different in or out of network, once every 12 months for exams, lenses, and contacts, or once every 24 months for frames, the benefits are far superior in network. In network, you will have low copays of $10 for an exam and $25 for lenses. You have a frame allowance of $130, plus you receive a 20% discount on the cost of frames above that allowance, or a 15% discount on the cost of contacts above the allowance. Out of network, you receive up to $30 towards an exam, $65 towards frames, and $25 to $60 towards lenses depending on the type. Finally, you receive $104 towards contacts. So as you can see, the benefits are significantly better inside the network. iMed's network is a combination of independent optometrists as well as large chains. Please use a number of providers if at all possible to get the better benefits. To locate an iMed network provider near you and track your claims, set up your personal iMed account at imed.com. Your vision contributions for 2019 are unchanged from 2018, and they are also made on a pre-tax basis. For employee-only coverage, $3.48 semi-monthly. For employee and spouse, $6.61. For employee with children, $6.96. And for employee with family, $10.23 semi-monthly. What are flexible spending accounts? Flexible spending accounts are a way to save on taxes by deferring your pay on a pre-tax basis to pay for out-of-pocket expenses for medical, dental, vision, and dependent care. Deferrals come out of your paycheck before taxes are calculated, saving you anywhere from 15 to 25% or more on every dollar you defer. Flexible spending accounts are great for known expenses because you are paying for services with pre-tax dollars instead of post-tax dollars. Flexible spending account deferral elections must be made during open enrollment, though, or initial enrollment for new hires, and your elections cannot be changed during the year. There are two separate types of flexible spending accounts administered by Infinisource. First, let's look at healthcare flexible spending accounts. Healthcare FSAs are for medical, prescription, dental, orthodontia, and vision that is not covered by our insurance or by our HRA. As you consider a deferral, remember you will use the company-funded HRA before using your personal FSA money. so the amount of medical out of pocket will likely be small. For 2019, you can defer up to $2,700 into your healthcare FSA, and your entire healthcare FSA election is available to you immediately. However, be careful. You can only roll over up to $500 of unused deferrals into the next plan year. Any unused money in excess of $500 is lost, so budget wisely. The Dependent Care FSA is used for daycare expenses for your dependent children, or possibly even your elderly parents, so you and your spouse can work or pursue an education. For 2019, you can defer up to $5,000 into a Dependent Care FSA account, $2,500 if you're married and filing taxes separately. Unlike the Healthcare FSA, dependent care funds are only available after you have contributed the money. Again, be careful, because any unused money at the end of the year is lost. There is no rollover with Dependent Care FSA, so budget wisely. Remember, we are changing to Infinisource on February 1st for both HRA and FSA, but FSA will work a little differently. PrimePay will stop paying all FSA claims on January 31st. Infinisource will pay all claims from January 31st on, regardless of the date of service. This is different than the HRA. Any remaining FSA account balances on January 31st will be rolled over to Infinisource, and Infinisource will process any remaining 2018 claims. The balance transfer will be completed no later than February 10th. With the transition, your PrimePay debit card will be deactivated at midnight on January 31st. If you have any FSA claims to submit to PrimePay, please do so no later than January 20th, so they are processed before the claim payment services stop on January 31st. After January 20th, we recommend holding claims until February 1st and submitting them to Infinisource. So in review of the transition of the flexible spending account and HRA to Infinisource, the contract changes on February 1st. HRA claims with a date of service before the change still go to PrimePay. FSA claims with the date of service before the change, though, go to Infinisource. For HRA, you have only 6 months to submit any claims with a date of service before February 1. For the flexible spending account, though, you only have 3 months. But unused money, up to $500, will be rolled over into your 2019 FSA account. Last, all claims with a date of service after February 1, 2019 get put on your new Infinisource debit card or submitted to Infinisource for reimbursement. Recordati provides all employees with life insurance insured by principal, equal to 2.5 times your base annual earnings, up to $300,000. The benefit is reduced for older employees. One nice feature of the plan is the ability to access up to 75% of the benefit to help you pay for care if you become terminally ill. That money can also be used for other expenses at your discretion. It's just nice to know that it's there if you need it. The life insurance premium is fully paid by Recordati, but the IRS does require employers to report imputed income for premiums in excess of $50,000. Your imputed income is reported on your W-2 at year-end, as well as on each pay stub, and you pay taxes on this premium. The good news is, by following the IRS rules, the benefit, if it's ever needed, is tax-free to your beneficiary. Effective February 1st, this is the new benefit. We have added a short-term disability benefit, and it is fully paid for by Recordati. The benefit provides you with 66 and 2/3 of your base monthly earnings, up to $750 per week. Benefits begin after you have been disabled for 1 week, and then continue for 12 weeks until long-term disability benefits begin. For those who work in New Jersey, you still have the state's mandated short-term disability benefit, which will pay first. The principal short-term disability benefits supplement your state payment until you reach the $750 limit. Recordati also provides all employees with long-term disability insurance insured by principal and equal to 60% of your base monthly earnings, up to a maximum benefit of $10,000 per month. Benefits begin after 90 days of disability and continue until you are no longer disabled, reach age 65, or reach your Social Security normal retirement age. Most long-term disability benefits are considered taxable income to the disabled insured. However, Recordati long-term disability benefits are tax-free. When your company pays for long-term disability, your long-term disability benefit is taxable. While not required by the IRS on LTD, Recordati uses that same program called imputed income, where you pay tax on the small premium today so that your benefit is not taxed and you take home more money when you need it most. Taking an example from the chart, someone with a $100,000 income would get $3,500 a month without the use of imputed income. Compare that with the $5,000 a month benefit using the imputed income approach. That's an increased benefit of $1,500 a month or $18,000 a year, year after year, when you are disabled and the cash is needed most. Our Employee Assistance Plan, or EAP, is with Magellan Health. An EAP provides confidential 24/7 phone consultation with licensed mental health professionals, as well as an online library of articles, self-assessments, tools, and calculators. Services are available for anxiety, depression, and stress management, handling relationship issues, addressing drug and alcohol problems, caring for children or aging parents, dealing with conflict or violence, walking through grief and loss, legal and identity theft issues, financial planning, weight loss and smoking cessation, as well as fitness and wellness planning. Our employee discount program is with Tickets at Work. Tickets at Work provides you with access to exclusive savings on movie tickets, theme parks, hotels, tours, Broadway and Vegas shows, and more. Examples of the discounts include 25% off at Six Flags, 30% off at AMC Movies, and 30% at Universal Studios. Instructions on how to become a member are located in our benefits website. But the biggest challenge here is just remembering you have the program, especially for those movies, because those savings are great. So a few final thoughts on our benefits for 2019. Please return your enrollment forms to Ralph Fader at fader.r@recordati.com no later than January 23rd, or for new hires as soon as possible, but not later than 30 days after your date of hire. If you want more details, go to the benefits section on your Paylocity employee dashboard. There are links to this video, benefits at a glance, forms, and much more, including our benefits website, which contains all the rules, documents, and programs available to you. If you need assistance finding information, have a question, or need an advocate to fight a troublesome claim, call or email the Benefits Help Desk, or stop by and see us during the 2019 kickoff meeting on January 23rd. We will be on site from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Thanks for listening, and on behalf of Recordati, I want to wish you a happy and healthy 2019.